Okay, today's project is we're going to take this drawer. It has some hangers on the back, so this is something that you can either hang on the wall or you can just set on a shelf, cabinet, or countertop, whatever you'd like. We are going to use milk paint today. It is a powder paint, and you do equal parts powder and equal parts water. So I'm just using a little spoon and a bowl here, and we're going to get it mixed up. And then we're going to get our box painted. The reason I want to do the milk paint is I do want this to be heavily distressed. So I think I'm going to actually, since this is an old piece of wood, I think I'm going to take a candle and rub it all over the surface of my drawer. So wherever the wax is, the paint will not adhere to it. Since this is an old piece and I think the paint is porous on it, I'm thinking if I don't do this, that my milk paint is not going to give me a lot of chipping and cracking. And I kind of figured that out by actually doing the bottom of the box. I did not put any wax on the bottom of the box, and it did not give me the crackle and the chippy finish that I was looking for. So now that we got the wax rubbed all over the brush, we are going to take our black paint and we're going to cover the entire piece and then let it dry. Okay, now that our box is got 2 coats of the milk paint on it and it's dry, I'm going to take this, you can take a putty knife. I have this little tool that I think I picked up from the dollar store where you can get the little weeding tools for your crickets and silhouettes and stuff. So I'm just taking this flat edge and I'm going over my box on all sides and I'm going to scrape off the paint, and wherever the wax was, it's going to come off. So I am also going to take my sandpaper and sand some off, and we're going to do this on all sides. And then when I get done with that, I'm going to take some DIY dark wax because milk paint has to be sealed in. So I'm going to use some DIY dark wax, and that is going to seal our milk paint in. Okay, we have our box, our drawer sealed in. We sealed the milk paint. Now we are going to start decorating our box. So I'm just going to take some floral foam that I've gotten from the dollar store and I'm going to fill the box in. And you can also take like Walmart bags and fill it in just to be able to raise your items up so they don't sit so far down into your box. But I am going to, I did just leave the plastic on the one piece of floral foam. So if you notice, when I put the hot glue on it, it melted. But that's okay. It is still going to do the job. So I put some hot glue in there and then some Spanish moss. Then we're going to add our little stuffed chicken and some other decor pieces. Here I have what do they call those? A nutmeg grater. It's vintage, so I put some floral foam in the top of it, and here I'm just going to take some sprigs of lavender and push them down into that floral foam, and then I'm going to add some Spanish moss around it so it covers up the floral foam so you do not see it. So then we're going to add that to our drawer. And I was having a hard time, so I had to use the pencil to push my little pieces of lavender down in there. And then you can see I've got some other greenery that we're going to add. So once I get the little nutmeg grater finished, we're just going to set that in there. Adds just a cute little touch. Here I've got a mini measuring cup, vintage measuring cup with a little red handle. And here I've got a mini wood rolling pin that I'm going to add in, an apple. I don't know what the apples were made of. They're not, well, I guess they are foam, but they were painted over. This one here looks really good. I ended up thrifting a whole bag of apples, and they were all different colors and textures and stuff. So I grabbed this one out. I figured it was more in the color scheme that I was working with here. So we're going to add the apple in, and then I added some floral foam to the little measuring cup and some more greenery and more Spanish moss to hide the floral foam. So we're just going to tuck that in there. And then the greenery that you see, that is my favorite greenery. I had the little strawberry out too because I was thinking about adding it in, but I really didn't think after I got everything else in that it needed it. So, but you're going to find out that I kind of do not like the look of the rolling pin being the natural look. I wanted it to be more distressed. So I do take the rolling pin and I paint the handles red, distress them, and then use DIY's dark wax to distress the whole thing and to seal the clay-based paint on the handles in. Okay, and here is a look at the finished product. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I hope this inspires you. You can create some cute little vignettes for your own home.